आज नीति आयोग की बैठक हुई है और इसमें क्या कुछ निकला है, मुख्यमंत्रियों की बैठक थी, सुनते हैं.
And in some ways the great national debate on Vikasit Bharat and the Amrit Kal really got going on August 15th when Honorable Prime Minister spoke from the ramparts of the Red Fort. But let me at this point just request CEO Shri B.V.R. Subramaniam to pick up the thread on the themes that were discussed and some of the guidance we got from Honorable PM.
Thank you, Dr. Berry. As he has mentioned, this is the 8th meeting of the Governing Council of NITI Aayog. It's almost held every year. I think it skipped one particular year because there were COVID and other issues, but we held that on VC. Again, as Dr. Berry has said, this was held in Pragati Maidan for the first time. So the first time that the convention center was being used, and I'm sure as and when the pictures of the meeting are released, you will see it's a very grand structure. The third is, what was the theme? The theme was Vikasit Bharat. And I think it's important. Why was the theme chosen? As VC has said, last 15th of August is when the Prime Minister gave the call that India should be prepared for the next 25 years. This is the Amrit Kal. And at the end of the Amrit Kal, Bharat ek Vikasit Desh banega. We will be a developed nation in the next 25 years. And why is Vikasit Bharat so important at this point? It is important because India is at a takeoff moment. And what is the takeoff moment? We are not only the largest country by population, which we just probably crossed in the month of April by some estimates, we are also the world's 5th largest economy. But if you look at it, the 5th is going to become 3rd in a couple of years. 2, demography is in our favor, not just in terms of total numbers of people, but also in terms of the number of youthful people. India has about 20% of the world's working age population in a couple of years, and it is going to be the largest provider of working age people for the next 20 years or so. Our average age, the median age of our population is between 28 and 29. Just for comparison, in our neighborhood, the average age is about 39. So that shows the kind of lead we have, and this population is going to be reasonably youthful for a while. The time has come for India to utilize this opportunity. Countries which have crossed this particular level of development actually then go through a rapid period of sustained high-speed growth if the correct things are done. So we actually have a 20-25 year period where if we do the right things and do things the right way, then the country can actually meet its aspirational goals. There are other things which are going for India. Digitization is very high in the country. The world actually looks towards digital India, as the Prime Minister said in the meeting. He said, I've just come back from foreign tours, and then the amount of interest that is there on the kind of activity that is happening in India on the digital front is something which is actually stunning the rest of the world, and they're looking at us with amazement. In addition to that, we're a highly entrepreneurial economy. I mean, we have the world's 3rd largest startup ecosystem. There are almost over 90,000 startups which DPIIT has got on their records, and we have over 100 unicorns. So given our aspirational population, given the demographics, given GDP which is there at this point, given that we're on the last mile in terms of resolving a lot of basic access issues like Sadak, Bijli, Pani, we are at a point where we actually now move from basics to actually going towards development. So I think that was the theme. The second is the whole world is looking at India. And that's what the Prime Minister emphasized multiple times, that this is an opportunity for us to grab. And he mentioned that to all the chief ministers, saying that go and grab the opportunity that is there. And he has emphasized that India grows when states grow. I think that captures why Vikasit Bharat becomes relevant to states. Because bulk of the action to become Vikasit Bharat is at the state level. Be it industries, be it electricity, be it water supply, be it skill development, be it education, be it health, everything is in the states. So I think that's where an organization like NITI Aayog plays a very good role, and that's what the Governing Council is all about. It is a platform where the center, states, union territories sit together, discuss their developmental experiences, look at the long term, exchange notes, and try to align their goals and their plans and strategies so that
तो नीति आयोग की प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस आप इस वक्त देख रहे हैं, जहां पर बताया जा रहा है कि क्या बैठक में हुआ। प्रधानमंत्री मोदी इस बैठक की अध्यक्षता कर रहे थे। मुख्यमंत्री कई राज्यों के यहां पर मौजूद थे और प्रधानमंत्री ने उनको बताया है कि ये मौका है जहां पर विकसित भारत में वो योगदान कर सकते हैं और अपने अपने राज्यों को आगे बढ़ा सकते हैं। सही तरीके से सही चीजें करने पर भारत अपने विकसित देश होने का लक्ष्य प्राप्त कर सकता है।